Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Rohivia Academy. I hope you guys are liking our educational content which we are posting regularly on this YouTube channel. And one person have commented this on my YouTube channel, and these types of comment really make me feel more blessed and also motivates me on a very different level, and it feels like I have to work more harder for you all, right? So let's start this video. In this video, I'm going to explain you the candlestick, the volume, and the wicks on a level, like how on a level, how price action work, right? So let's start this video. And before starting the video, please note I'm not a financial advisor. So every information is based on my personal experiences. So consider this video as an educational video only. So let's start the video now. So here guys, I am on Euro USD, and here I can see that market is trying to hit the support area. So let's try to draw the support area first. So this is the support area which we can consider as a very good support area. Why? Because from here buyers have entered very strongly. Nearby the support area, buyers fluctuation is high, and here you can see that rejection is there from the buyer side. In this candle, good rejection was there from the seller side. They have dropped the volume. As soon as they drop the volume, buyers took control over the market, and they are trying to move in up direction. So if this candle will increase the volume nearby the buyers area, because from here, when the previously buyers have entered, they have started a rally. Almost there are so many candles, 10 to 15 candles from the buyer side, right? But here, what happened? Buyers took control over the market, but they dropped the volume. So they dropped the volume. It means the rally, which was from the seller side, they will definitely try to enter here, right? So because of that reason, I think this candle should close as a seller's candle or with a very good wick from the upside also. And this candle will definitely try to fill the gap also, because there is a gap between the recent candle and the nearest support area, right? In previous video, I also have understood this type of market where the market was about to hit the support or resistance area, right? Now here I can see that sellers entered very strongly in the market. Wow, very strongly sellers have entered in the market, because what happened in the previous market, it was a very strong rally from the seller side. You can see that from here, very strongly sellers have entered in the market. There was a small pullback. Again, sellers entered very strongly in the market. Yeah, last they dropped the volume. So that's why buyers took control over the market. But they dropped the volume and they are weak than the weak sellers. It means there are more possibility that sellers can take control over the market. That's why I said this candle can be a seller's candle, and this candle closed as a very good seller's candle. It's a very good analysis. This is called CWRV analysis, right? Now let's open Euro USD again. So here I can see that sellers have taken control over the market, but they have also increased the volume. So nearby the buyers area, I have explained this in my comment section also. One person have asked me the question that if you consider the volume as a power of the candle, so why this candle is trying to close as a green when the previous candle have good body and they also have good volume? Because the market is nearby the buyer zone, right? So nearby the buyer zone, if you want to go for the sell option, you need more confirmations, like 4 5 confirmations. But if you want to go for the buy option nearby the buyer zone, then you can go with one confirmation also or two confirmations also, right? So it depends on market situation, right? Like here you can see that this in this candle there's more rejection from the seller side, and the candle closed as a buyer's candle. If you consider this candle as a 100% candle, you can see that 60% area covered by the seller's wick and 40% area covered by the buyer's body, and they decreased the volume. So decreasing volume can be on the body and on the wick also. So here there's not a very clear scene. So that's why I have to wait for some more candles to give me a close and give me some clear scene so that I can analyze the market. Like here, I can see that the market is trying to move up, but rejection is so nice from the seller side. So these are the confirmations that can allow us to understand that sellers can take control over the market, right? Here, they also have increased the volume. So maybe this candle's fluctuation can inspire the next candle. The momentum is also from the seller side, and they recently have broke one area, right? One buyer's area. This can be a wonderful place from where sellers can attack again in the market, right? So let's see, the fluctuation is good from the seller side. In the previous candle also, if you can see, buyers tried to take control over the market. Buyers moved up. It was a very wonderful buyer's candle, right? But from this particular place, sellers entered very strongly, because if you see in the past market also, there are 1 2 3 4 candles have rejected from the same place, exact same place. And from the same place, this candle also rejected and closed as a very, very good, healthy seller's candle. And they also have increased the volume. So it's not 100% valid breakout, but you can consider the fluctuation is nice. The momentum is nice in this candle. There are so many rejections in the past market also. So there are so many things are representing sellers. So there are more possibility that sellers can take control over the market over here. Here you can see that I said this can be a wonderful place where sellers can take control over the market. And you can see that this candle respected this area, right? So this is wick analysis and the volume analysis, right? Let's open the chart again. I hope you guys are understanding the things, right? It's not based on only one candle analysis or only two candle analysis. You have to understand the whole market sentiments, like how the market is behaving, how the market behaved, right? Like here you can see that in this candle there is more rejection from the seller side. In each candle from here to here, in each candle there's more rejection from the seller side. In this candle, in this candle, in this candle, here but sellers very strongly entered in the market. This candle has very good rejection. Again here, very good rejection, very good candle. They also have increased the volume. Again, very good rejection, they also have increased the volume, right? So there are more possibility that sellers will move the market in the downside. And there in the past market, you can see that there's no a strong buyer's area, right? So there's no one to stop here, right? And now sellers entered very strongly in the market, but this time they have dropped the volume. So there are possibility that buyers can take control of the market. But if this candle will try to reach out in these area, in between these two lines, there are more possibility that sellers can again enter in the market. Maybe this candle can close as a green candle, but this candle will definitely respect these two areas because sellers are weak, but buyers also are not so strong nearby this place, right? So let's see. Sellers are trying to move down. Okay. Now, this time, if sellers drop the volume, then there are more possibility that buyers can take control over the market because previously sellers entered very strongly in the market. The candle size is nice, more area captured by the seller's body, and they have dropped the volume. It means they are weak at this point. If this candle will close as a good buyer's candle, they also have increased the volume. There are more possibility that buyers can take control over the market. But if this candle will close as a buyer's candle, they drop the volume, there are more possibility that the sellers can take control of the market. Now here I can see that buyers took control over the market. They also have increased the volume. You can see that they have increased the volume than the previous sellers candles volume. The volume is not too high, but still they have increased the volume. So I think nearby the buyers area, these events are happening, right? So that's why I can consider that maybe one buyers can take control over the market and they will try to retest these areas, right? Because now this line are representing the retracement line, right? So let's wait for it. Now I can see that sellers were trying to take control over the market. Now buyers are trying to take control over the market. Buyers are so nice at this place because previously buyers entered very strongly in the market now. So that's why here buyers are trying to take control over the market. Okay. Buyers are so nice. Rejection is coming out from the seller side. So if this candle will close as a seller's candle, they increase the volume. Next can be a seller's candle, but this candle will be all right. So this is a doji candle, means it's a blank candle with no color, no buyer's entry, no seller's entry. Okay, so let's analyze the market here. After the doji candle, I can see two buyers candle have entered in the market. They increased the volume also. Right after that, sellers have entered very strongly in the market. They decreased the volume. It means sellers are weak. Right after that, again, sellers tried. They are weak. So there are possibility that buyers can take control over the market here. And I believe buyers will definitely try to enter because right now there is no value of these lines because buyers already have broke the line. So we can shift the line from there to here. Now this is our good support area. In the past market, there are so many buyers candle have entered from these particular areas. So that's why I thought maybe from this particular place against buyers can take control over the market, right? And the next resistance level will be here. Why? Because from here, market gave us a very good reversal in the recent market, right? Right now, I can see that buyers are trying to take control over the market because in the past market, if you can see, two buyers candle have entered in the market, their volume is in increasing form, right? Right after that, one seller's candle have entered in the market, they drop the volume. Then the previous buyer's candle volume, they are weak, right? Means sellers are weak. Right after that, again, one seller's candle have entered in the market, they drop the volume again, means they are again weak. So there are more possibility that buyers can take control over the market at this place, right? So that's why I thought that maybe this candle can close as a buyer's candle. And here this candle closed as a very good buyer's candle. This is called CWRV concept, guys, right? Let's open the Euro USD chart again. Okay. Now here I can see that sellers are trying to move down. This candle closed with a very good buyer's candle. They have increased the volume. Even though they have increased the volume, this candle is trying to move down and trying to close as a good seller's candle. So let's wait for this breakdown. Okay, sellers are so nice in the market. Okay, very strongly sellers have entered in the market. Okay, okay, very strongly sellers are trying to take control over the market. All right. They also have increased the volume. Okay. Okay, let me see. All right. Okay, so if this candle will try to move up for the sellers, there are very good opportunity nearby these places, right? So if this candle will try to move up, there are more possibility that sellers can take control over the market because this candle's fluctuation is so nice. Even though previous candle closed as a buyer's candle, they have increased the volume. This candle closed as a very good seller's candle, and they also have increased the volume. It means sellers are so nice nearby this place. So let's wait for this candle to give me a close, then we'll analyze the market because right now I think maybe this candle can close as a buyer's candle, also can be a retracement candle because this happens all the time because previous candle is not seller's candle. If this was a seller's candle, then we can consider the previous candle is also supporting this breakdown and there are possibility market can move in the same direction. But because previous candle is not in the same color candle, so there are possibility that one or two maybe buyer's candle can try to enter in the market just to retest this level, right? Because now these lines are retracement line. So here I can see that buyers have entered in the market. Okay, so now they have dropped the volume. So they drop the volume, it means they drop the power. And we already know that who are in power right now. Sellers are in power right now, and they have increased the volume also. They have increased the body size also. It's a Marubozu candle. So there are possibility that this candle's power can inspire this candle because right after that, one buyer's candle tried, right? They have tried, but they failed because they dropped the volume. It means they are weak. So there are more and more and more possibility that sellers can take control over the market at this place. And you can see that here sellers are trying to move down. Buyers are trying to reject also, but the sellers are trying to move down because the fluctuation is so nice from the seller side. The momentum in the past market, you can see that this is also supporting sellers. The breakdown is from the seller side. Previous some candles with a very good candles body, right? They drop the volume. So here buyers have a very good opportunity, but they missed it, right? Because even though they have increased the volume, sellers have entered somehow in the market, right? Okay. But now here I can see that buyers took control over the market. Happens, guys. This is market. This is how market move, right? So here I can see that they have again dropped the volume. So there are more possibility. Now there are more possibilities. Sellers can definitely take control over the market because see here there were a possible there is a concept of base market story. In base market story, what I do is I understood the presence of buyers and sellers, right? Like here, you can see that previously when sellers have entered very strongly, understand this like that. So when sellers have entered very strongly, they have increased the volume. Means there are chances that sellers can take control of the market, right? But this candle closed as a buyer's candle, but they dropped the volume. It means somehow they managed to take control over the market, but they are weak with the volume. So there are more and more possibility that this candle can attack here, right? Now, here I understood that maybe this candle can close as a seller's candle, but somehow this candle also managed to take control over the market. But this time also they have dropped the volume. It means they are weak. First, they are weak, and now they are weaker than the previous candle also. It means here there are good possibility that sellers can take control over the market, right? So that's why I said this candle can be a seller's candle again, right? This is how CWRV concept works in the market, guys. So here I can see that sellers have entered in the market very strongly. Good rejection is there from the buyer side in this candle. They drop the volume. Okay, let's wait for this candle to give me a close. If this candle will close as a seller's candle, they increase the volume. I'll try to consider the sellers are good in the market and there are possibility that the next candle can also close as a seller's candle. But if this candle will close as a seller's candle and they drop the volume, there are more possibility that buyers can take control of the market. As you know, here sellers are already strong in the market and here they have increased the volume. So there are more possibility that sellers can take control over the market. Why? Because the momentum it's supporting sellers, the breakdown it's supporting sellers. The recent candlestick size and the volume are supporting sellers. So there are so many things that are supporting sellers. So there are more possibility that sellers can definitely take control over the market at this place, guys. Now you can see that buyers are again trying to take control of the market, but they are rejecting again and again from the seller side. So sellers are so good nearby this place. And in the past market, if you can see, there is no level, right? So there is no level. There is no one to stop, right? No one can stop sellers at this place, because whenever buyers are trying to enter in the market, somehow they are available in the market. Somehow they manage to take control, but their volume are representing the weakness, because they keep dropping their volume again and again. And sellers are so nice in the past market, so they will definitely try to enter in the market. Here you can see that this candle also closed as a very good seller's candle, right? So this is how you have to analyze the market, by understanding the candlesticks, by understanding their volume, by understanding their wicks, right? This is called CWRV concept, candle wick reading with volume, right? And again, I'm saying, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do not consider this video as any type of advice or suggestion. This video is purely and only for educational purposes, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. You have learned so many things from this particular video, because in this video you see up and downs more, right? So yeah, if you are new here, please do subscribe this YouTube channel, share this channel with all your friends and family who need these types of informations. And now I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye, guys.